I've been drinking water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. I've been seeing farther in dark skies, bringing me the fire, not for time. Following my heart, here tonight. Show you how I play my part. Ghosts in the night don't justify the love we lost, the love we hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on.
Well, good morning everyone, welcome to TeamODZ Live. And yeah, it's ODivaZ Day today, but I've got like 46 minutes left to get this TT bike maxed out on upgrades, so I figured I'd ride a little bit before ODivaZ. So we'll see how far we get. I know I'm not going to max it out today, but I haven't resized the display yet. Sort that out. Give a graph now. About 200 kilometers to do on the hand bike as well. Well, less than that now. About 170. And then I can start working on Tron bike upgrades. Unlock that. Yay. Hey Owen, how are we doing? How's your day so far? I've got 46 minutes left to max out this Zwift TT bike now. Is he busy? So I figured I'd ride a bit before ODivaZ, get it as close as I can to maxed out. I've got a meeting at 7:30. That's immediately as ODivaZ finishes. So I'll have to pull the ODivaZ stream down a couple of minutes before we're done on ODivaZ. And, well, hop onto the meeting. But that does mean that I'll be here in front of my... Hello. Yeah, I'll have the meeting while I'm here, so I can ride for a few more minutes while I'm on the meeting. So I will get the TT bike maxed out today. Or Glastonbury. Owen, you going to Glastonbury? Is that already? I thought that was a bit later. Yeah, because I know Gary Newman's got some pre-Glastonbury. I can't even say it. It's too early in the morning for me. Some pre-Glastonbury concerts. I saw him posting for the concerts themselves. He added another date because they all booked up. And ouch. Yeah. So I've had a few things pop up in my Facebook feed from the local Performing Arts Centre. Steve Martin's playing there in September, or he's there in September. But his tickets are rather pricey. As much as I'd like to see him live, I'll give that one a miss for what they're asking for tickets for it. Not quite that much, but we'll see how far we get up here. Well, we figure that I need to turn around and head back down so I can maximise my distance. Ah, download. Gotcha. I was listening to Radio 1 last Sunday, playing the stuff from the big weekend. Yeah, I've heard of it. Nice. Yeah, I had absolutely no clue who the card was from that you sent until I opened it. That they put a smile on my face. Thank you very much. I knew I had one from my parents. Theirs arrived yesterday as well. Waddy. Wow. I reckon I'll ride 15 minutes up here. 15 minutes, that'll give me... What? Can't do math. 25. We're short of. There's another 20 to go after. Yeah, my legs feel after ODivaZ because I've got a run today, so. Well, Moonpig's global, so yeah. I use Moonpig to send cards to family over there, so. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Faith was asking where the photograph was taken. Oh, had to explain. I appreciate that one, thank you. Alright, well. We'll have to arrange that. Yeah, a special day for me as well, that was. Being able to meet someone that I've talked with, spent so much time with, but never actually met. Oh wow. Yes, it was a bit windy, wasn't it? I should be steering all the corners here, get as far up as I can. Absolutely, Owen. So I made the mistake of going off the climb portal yesterday, which meant no one could teleport to me for the descent. Bad Andy. I'm just getting a bit bored with the Alps, so I wanted to change the scenery. Not that there is any scenery on a climb portal, but I figured I'd do a climb portal. And then EML's trying to teleport to me. He says, I can't see you. And then the penny dropped. So I got him to ride into the climb portal and he still couldn't teleport to me. I don't like Pen 2. I don't like the Alps, but there aren't many routes that I can honestly say I don't like on Zwift, but the Alp and Pen 2, I just don't like climbing on Zwift. So yeah, I went up there and came back down all on my own. Another 10 minutes. Turn around.
It's been a while since I've seen your face. How you been? I'll admit I really miss this place. Just so you know you haven't been replaced, 'cause I still think of you now like nothing has changed. And we just can't deny our hearts so good in time. We're both still synchronized, whoa. And we can't let a lie. In between you and I, there's always love we hide. But it's always been you.
Get a George!
It's always been you.
You remember those days. Cheddar George. Trying to get up to a level 100. I hope that means that you're riding a lot of the 2x XP events. Trying to get there. Right on from Don. Mr. Saroff. Thank you, sir.
It's been a while since I've seen your face. How you been? I'll admit I really miss this place. Just so you know you haven't been replaced, 'cause I still think of you now like nothing has changed.
So you've almost, thank you for the ride on, Owen. You've almost got your fire socks then. I'm close to getting the lightning stuff.
There's always love we hide, but it's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been
Even though I am level 100. I guess it'd probably be a good idea for me to ride some of those so that I get more more XP, so when they do add more levels I can level up quicker. Oh, right. Yes. Now I'm the time here. Another 5 minutes or so. I'll turn around. Yeah. Going up here on a bike that needs time is absolutely the best way to upgrade the bikes. So far, look who's ahead of me. I've got Kobayashi ahead of me, and I've got Inui behind me. And Formula 1 teams are out. And as much of a procession as Monaco is, I really enjoyed that race. So I enjoyed watching. I saw the pile up at the first corner for the Formula 2 race. That they do, Owen, that they do. Yeah, I've seen some as well. So I saw, well, Rick shared a video that GCN released a couple of days ago of them riding the Fred. They were trying to do it in under 6 hours. Ollie managed it 4 minutes under the 6 hour mark. Sai did not, it was 15 minutes over. I need to have a go at the Fred sometime. I do. So I've got a couple of wheel bags. They came with my the Shimano WH78 7700 wheels that a friend gave me once, and we were going camping for the Smokies. I wanted to take my bike, but I had a load of stuff in the bed of my truck, which is where I normally put the bike. Well, I still wanted to take the bike because I wanted to have a go at Everesting on this Smoky Mountain that we were staying on. And to do that, I needed to take the bike apart. I was looking all over for my bike bags, my wheel bags. Couldn't find them anywhere. I asked Yolanda, have you seen my wheel bags? She said, what are they? I said, well, they're round, they're wheel size. No. So I borrow some from the bike shop. Go on a holiday, come back. A couple of years later, messing around trying to find something in the basement, and I find my bike bags. He's put Christmas decorations in them, wreaths. So they're not wheel bags anymore. They're wreath bags. I don't know. Do you think we've got time to make another one here? Yeah, I think I'll be pushing it. Where's that one at, Owen? Is that one over there as well? Alright, I'm checking out. I need to be back at ODivaZ just in case Charisse is late. Ooh, the beacons! Brecon beacons. Okay, we'll go at 25 minutes. Yes, Ufa.
Good morning.
Hello, boss. Afternoon, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine. I inhaled a little bit too much exhaust from my generator, but other than that, I'm fine.
Oh, why is Discord not coming in there? We'll sort that out shortly.
Happy ODC birthday.
Thank you very much. Well, that's another 5 minutes that I don't have to do to upgrade the Swift TT bike. 20 minutes to go. Max it out now. Hey there, Katie. Done 25 minutes on the TT bike, Casey, so 20 minutes to go. Go down here and then head over to ODivaZ. Could probably have ridden up a bit more, but yeah. Am I ready to run? I don't know. We'll find out in 4.5 hours. That's the only other reason I didn't get up earlier. I'm running later, so I don't want to tire myself out on the bike this morning and not have anything left for the run. He isn't, Owen. I need to add her there. But if we do that, then we need to think of a nickname for her. Alright, We've got to the end of this ride to think of a suitable nickname, and then I'll add it to the Destroys the Cookies chat. Just kilometre out here. We do it. There we go. We've got 3 kilometres there. Better than nothing, I guess. And 19 minutes left to max out the Swift GT bike. Dogma. To ODivaZ. Yeah. Well, think of something. It's one way to describe it, Owen. I don't think I've ever seen a flag stand that proud before. Owen raced yesterday, Hoofer, and it was a little windy.
It's always windy where I live.
Yeah.
Which is good because then little people can hide behind the bigger people.
I remember riding the Dog County Century once, and the section that we had to ride east to west, we were just in the wind all the way along that road. So I just went down into a low gear. The other 2 guys were starting to struggle. We were almost done on the ride, and I just changed down into a low gear and just pedalled out at what I could sustain it at, and expecting them to be behind me in my draft. We got to the end of this road, I looked back, I couldn't see them.
That's nice.
It's just Rick! Why aren't you here, Rick? ET legend. Cheers. Thank you very much. Getting ready to head out on ODivaZ here. Uh-oh. What did you make, Rick? Or did it not finish fermenting?
Seems to circle
I've got a problem with one of my contact lenses at the moment. My eye, I'm having some allergy related issues in my left eye, so I've only got a contact lens in my right eye right now. So I can see close up with my left eye now and far away with my right eye.
The answer is cortisol, of course. Prednisone are the best eye drops.
Yeah. See how I go for a couple of days without a lens in. Might even wear my glasses for a couple of days. So yeah, I'm in the bathroom on Monday, my birthday, and I get a call. So yeah, another radio ham, and I knew he was going to be calling me. He had a tower that he was wondering if I'd climb with him that day.
Okay.
I said, I'm sorry, Pete, but it's my birthday. I don't know what the family's got planned for me yet, but they've got something sorted. So, he says, well, I've got another one coming up next month. I've got a commercial tower climb to do. 550-foot tower. So I said, sign me up.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Ian.
What are you guys up to?
ODivaZ.
Yeah, very nice. I thought about joining, but I'm just getting over being sick, so I'm doing a easy ride and then strength. Yeah, it's bad cold.
There we go, Katie.
Okay.
Duck step.
I should have a cold after I visited Denmark and Norway last week. Jeez, bad weather there. I now know why I'm an expat here.
Oh, wow.
Because you went to warm Netherlands.
Exactly.
Katie on the stream chat says, good morning, Ian.
Hey, good morning, Katie.
I'll have to climb my roof as well because I decided that I've had it. So I'm bringing my reference oscillator down into the shack so I can nurse it there because it's misbehaving up there in the mast.
Huh.
No, I couldn't do any training the whole long weekend because I went out for a run. It was just hacking up garbage. No.
I had some transfer days, of course, to go to Denmark and Norway. That doesn't agree with me. I need to be on the bike every day. My heart rate is up, but everything is feeling miserable. Yeah, can't wait to get back into it.
Yeah, I don't need to be on the bike every day, but I feel like I kind of need to do something every day.
Nice one, Owen. I like that one.
Well, it works better for me if I do it. Of course, I can have a couple of days without doing anything, but it just feels so hard work getting back into it.
Yeah.
But it's like midwinter, and then you think, okay, end of May, let's go to this radio amateur meeting in Norway. It's gonna be lovely, and I can do some cycling. But yes, doesn't always turn out as you planned.
Yeah, we've had some good nicknames on there, Katie. Owen's not had a change in quite some time, have you, Owen?
Maybe Owen can help me, because my generator has developed an Harley Davidson kind of idle, which I don't like. Now I'm onto it. There's a screw on the carburetor. It's just, I can't really reach that screw, so it was pretty annoying. And also, you should really get a professional to set it. I did it myself.
What can go wrong when you set it yourself, though? Come on, just do it.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, the thing is, it was too lean, so you can make it too fat, and then the idle consumption is going up, and probably inhaling the fumes like I did is probably also not so healthy. So that's what can go wrong. That's the problem with small engines, that the exhaust is very close to the inlet where the carburetor is, where you need to adjust. So that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But considering that it didn't have any service for 35 years, it's a lot better sounding now than it was, as I can remember it, that it ever was. So I consider that a success.
There you go.
Owen did great on the last TT. Katie.
I think you're gonna get Mike Pugh back soon too on your TTTs.
Yeah, he's been messaging.
What time are the Thursday morning ones?
So I stopped running those because I had to do two in a day to do those, and it either meant I could do one TTT well or two TTTs badly. so I just focused on one. Okay, I stopped registering the. I just run that ad hoc now. So if I can't race at lunchtime, then I'll set that one up in the morning if that's something that I can do.
Yeah, I can't do the at lunchtime one for you.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm focused on my half marathon now. Well, at least I was until I got sick here. We'll see how that plays out.
Tom's missing you, Rick. He's asking about you.
Yeah, where is Rick? You been a quitter?
Angela says hi, Rick. Rick, Tom wants you to recognise Cornell Lacrosse as national champions the past weekend. And Grace says hi, Rick.
For the base at my heart rate, I'm definitely not over being sick yet.
Right. Yeah, I can
I'm at a
usually see
120
that.
Yeah, 125 beats a minute, and I'm doing 140 watts.
Yeah, I can usually see it in my resting heart rate.
Yeah.
My resting heart rate went up 20 beats a minute when I had COVID.
Oh yeah.
The resting heart rate is a little bit like generator idle, so I
Yeah.
find that you can still do high power even though your resting heart rate is searching a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, resting heart rate's like the idle speed on a generator without the carbon monoxide.
Yes. No, but seriously, I find I can still do good power. It's just that it feels terrible that day. It feels like you're completely out of shape, and you can see it on your, not your idle heart rate, but your low effort heart rate is going to be way up.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be you're going to be suffering that day.
Yes,
my
you are,
heart
Katie.
rate's back to normal. But I don't know. I can't wait. I'm getting my new Garmin in this week. Because the Wahoo rival, the watch is garbage for tracking this stuff.
What are you getting, Ian?
The 750, the new Forerunner.
Okay.
I was torn between that and the Phoenix 8 because the Phoenix 8 is on sale.
Mm-hmm.
But the extra stuff I would get on the Phoenix 8, I mean, outside of the dive watch capabilities, I just don't know if I need it for the extra amount plus the weight
Yeah.
and the bulk. I have fine, delicate wrists, and the extra bulk on it just kind of makes it look like I'm a kid wearing dad's watch.
Well, yeah. I do like my my Phoenix 7.
Yeah, I was torn. I mean, I was. But, I mean, for multi-sport stuff, the Forerunner does it pretty well.
Yeah.
Be right back, one second.
Asteroid.
There's also the run load feature and a couple things like that that aren't on the Phoenix, that may not make it to the Phoenix, that I think will benefit me.
Not quite yet, Katie. Another, I don't know, another 10-15 minutes and we'll be science time.
What's the science discussion topic today?
Don't know. We'll find out.
You guys been watching the Giro at all?
We're watching what?
The Giro d'Italia?
I'm not.
Yes, I missed some days last week, but otherwise I've been watching it quite closely.
Did you watch yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
Carapaz is a fighter.
Yeah.
But Toro, he's gonna be interesting. He seems to be a really good Grand Tour rider.
We'll see what happens with Yates. Did he save anything? Does he have it in him? He doesn't have those explosive attacks.
Yeah, I'm not so much into Yates, but I might misjudge him. He's still there, so who knows?
Who? Who's that? Who are you into?
No, I say that Yates, so I'm not a firm believer in Yates, but that might be just when he does it. He's still there, time-wise, so he could still do some stuff.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I don't have a lot of confidence that he can make the big attack and right away, but I'd like to see him do well. He seems like a good person, a nice guy. But Richard Carapaz is awesome. That dude's just an animator.
I want to get back to the days where the winners weren't nice guys. That was far more fun.
No, I got you, but it's a nice guy when it's like a smiling assassin, you know? A nice guy, like cut your throat from behind and take your victory.
And Yates been really constantly good his whole career, so that also needs to be rewarded.
Yeah. Yeah, TeamODZ is doing awesome. He just took the lead in the Inter-Giro today, too. Not to be a spoiler, but...
I think it was last week, the week before. I love watching Carapaz attacking. He's just really a racer.
Yeah. I mean, I like how Ineos has been riding, but they've just been riding that way at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like, ride really hard in the middle of the race and leave Bernal isolated. Wait, what? Okay, not enough air consistency. Okay. 1, 2, 5.
I've seen relics of kingdoms past and crowns of ancient kings. I've heard stories of distant lands, realms I long to reach. Your voice, it beckons me to go to worlds unexplored, to leave behind my
Yeah, 6 stage wins is pretty impressive, especially since it's not all just the Mads. Most of it's Mads.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Trek is having a field day, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, they're riding super smart, which is great. I love seeing that.
I feel for those guys because I know there's a Danish sports director which is really cynical and cold in the car. So you have to have strong psychological strength to be on that team.
Who's the sports director?
Kim Andersen.
Yeah.
He was one of the co-founders of the team. He broke off with John Elise and formed it.
Yeah, but he was a good racer back in his day.
Yeah, he had the first Danish yellow jersey. So.
Yeah.
But, well, yeah. He's from the west of Denmark, and they have a particular sense of humor that if you don't understand it, it can seem very offensive, but deep down he's a good guy, but you don't see it when you meet him.
Yeah, it's my kind of humor. Yeah, too bad for Ciccone. He was doing well, but I don't know if he was going to be there at the end of the day. Well, hard to say. But he was riding really well. Did you see the crash yesterday? The dude went under the guardrail.
No,
he shot down into the ravine.
I only saw Bernal trying to take his raincoat off or something.
Yeah. No, this was he was in the break. He was one of the Bardiani guys, and he lost it in the corner. And it was so wet that the road friction didn't stop him, and he slid, shot underneath the guardrail, which was good for him. He ducked, so it didn't take his head. And he shot down in the ravine like 5 meters. They had to send like the mountain rescue people to go get him out.
I mean, I left Copenhagen early yesterday, and then the plan was to arrive to watch the Giro, but I was so nervous after riding for 9.5 hours that I only watched the last 10 minutes, in fact.
Oh, okay.
It was just the whole trip went perfect, and then like 50k, so 30 miles from home, then things got completely off and took me 1.5 hours. That was miserable.
Wow, sounds like you were driving to Lima.
Yeah, well, the Netherlands is probably a replica of Lima. I mean, it's just incredibly crowded here, so you can get... I've once been in a highway queue at 3 a.m. in the morning, which I couldn't believe.
So the other day on Thursday night, I had to go to an event. I left my house at 10 to 6 p.m. and I had to go about 2.5 kilometers to get down to the coastal road, where I needed to go, and it took me 40 minutes to go that 2.5K.
Yeah, I can deal with queues, but it's just yesterday I was a bit worn out, so I just wanted to get home. And I thought I planned it nicely that I would arrive at like 1 o'clock or 1 p.m. So the only danger zone was Hamburg for morning traffic, and I managed to pull that off without any delay, so I was quite happy with myself, and then everything broke down.
Was it an accident or something, or just happenstance?
I don't know. I think it might be a road closure somewhere else. That means that 10 or 20% more cars go that way, and then it all breaks down.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, we really have a lot of trucks. Seems all freight is on the road now, and not to blame them, but they take up one lane, and then sometimes there's only one lane left, and then it doesn't take much to get a congestion.
Yeah. Here it's the buses. They take up whatever lane they want. Don't really signal. They turn left from the right lane and right from the left lane. Block traffic at intersections sometimes.
The trucks are surprisingly disciplined here. I mean,
Yeah.
in essence, they only follow the law, but I know other places that you can have all the laws you like. If they don't like it, they just do their own stuff. But they're really nice about it here. So I normally also give them room to maneuver and to cross when they need it.
Yeah.
But it's just in the end, everybody can be nice about it, then you still have congestion.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a problem here. Well, here they're not nice about it, but it's 11 million people in a city built for about 6.
It's just sometimes it works for me getting up early, but yeah, yesterday I didn't feel too well getting up early, so
Yeah.
sometimes it's not good. Going to Copenhagen is much better. There I get up really early to beat the morning traffic. And then after 6 hours, there's a ferry ride where I get an hour break.
I get a break. Yeah.
And save more than 100 miles of driving. So that's a killer. But on the way back, that ferry doesn't make sense because that's just after you begin. So you don't want that.
Yeah. I got you. Plus, it's still that you get off the ferry and you're like, I got 6 more hours to go.
Yes, exactly. And
It's the same. When I lived in Key West, it was the same thing. Like leaving the Keys was like, just was fast. There's 3.5 hours to get to Miami, but it was pretty fast. But coming home from going back into the Keys, man, I swear it took all day.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. Also, mentally, because you don't get the break. That's the break means a lot to me. That you just get off and sit down, eat something.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't mean much at 1 hour into your ride or your drive.
No, then it's away, and it's also quite expensive. But when I go there, I don't care about how expensive it is because I just want an easy life.
It looks like my heart rate monitor is officially dying because it's telling me I have 223 beats a minute. If I watch this,
Either that or you've got a bit of a problem.
yeah. And I gotta order a new heart rate monitor.
Ian is just a young man with a heart.
Yeah, I'm a bird.
Yeah, I must remember to take mine with today.
Now it's 2:31 and pause there. Disconnect that. Sorry, former me, I can't race you today. So, Katie, who are you pushing for in the Giro since Primoz is gone, Ayuso is gone? Ufe and I are both kind of Carapaz-ish. Carapaz supporters just because of the style he rides. I'd like to see Yates do well because he's always a fighter, but doesn't attack much.
Yeah, I should also be Yates because he's my size and your size, so you should check and team up there.
Well, had Ayuso still stayed there, I was going to cheer for Del Toro just to, you know, because of UAE's
Yeah, for sure.
stupidity. That was kind of like the Eno Le Mans fight back in the day.
Yes, definitely.
But
He earned his
that
place.
drama's
He
gone, so I
didn't
don't
get
care.
it given to him.
yeah, but that drama's gone, so I don't want UAE to win another Grand Tour right now. Got to break it up.
What's up?
Hey, Justin.
Morning, Justin.
Good morning.
How have you been? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Good. Trying to ride my bike consistently.
Nice.
We are preparing for another family trip. This one to China. That'll be interesting.
Ooh. What are you gonna be doing in China?
So my son's been taking Chinese class, and there's like a Chinese club basically, and and they have a trip for the students that has some. It's subsidized a bit for the students to go.
Subsidized
And,
by
we
who?
can-
PRC? For the Chinese Communist Party?
Yep. So I'm pretty sure there'll be
Indoctrination trip.
lots of propaganda.
Hey there,
Oh,
Holly.
Just,
Okay, he says hi,
just
Justin, on the
screw 'em
chat.
up ahead of time.
How's Spain, Holly?
Morning, Katie. You said hi there. So it's still not free, so obviously I had to make several payments for
Yeah.
logistics and stuff.
For sure.
And for a while, it took it took my credit card a while to figure out that I wasn't being scammed by somebody in Alipay.
Yeah. Who
I
else
might
going?
still be. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Whole family, all 5 kids, me and my wife.
Are you bringing your laptop with you?
No, I'm just planning to bring my phone.
Bring a burner.
I'm going to say,
Seriously.
if you do take your laptop, don't take a Dyson charger, just in case.
Or literally don't take anything you don't want. I'm serious, so bring a burner phone. Don't bring your real phone.
Yeah, because I mean, bring a phone, but don't bring it back to U.S. Customs.
Yeah.
Really?
That sounds like a plan, Holly.
Well, I'm not sure I'll have time to have that figured out, to be honest.
Just get one at the airport.
They check your social media history on the phone if they take it. And some people got locked up for 5 days because they made a wrong remark about something.
You use social media?
Yes, I do.
Uber is a prolific political poster. That's why he can't come to the U.S. again.
I don't know, Holly. I missed the start of the conversation.
I'm going to China, and they were telling me to use a burner phone
Oh,
while in China.
And Jay Wags is a drug trafficker.
Well, part of that, though, is getting a VPN set up
Oh,
so
jeez,
I
don't
can
do that.
use... Oh, I know that's illegal, but you wouldn't be able to get that set up on a
On the
on a
burner?
burner phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I just don't want to hear about American citizen was arrested in China.
we'll start GoFundMe to bail you out, Justin.
Yeah, you don't know me. You don't know my name.
Justin? Justin who?
Never heard of that guy. No, Secretary Rubio, I don't know that guy. Let him sit there.
We wanted to take, so my oldest son is just a freshman, and we were like thinking, hey, he's really into China and studying about it, so we figure at least for a senior trip. And then they're like, well, this is the last year that there's government subsidies in it. We're like, oh, well, might as well take the whole family this year.
Yeah.
If it can be done, might as well overdo it.
Well, like I said though, go when you get to the airport there, or before you go, get yourself an unlocked track phone or burner phone, something like that. Simple, that you can call back the U.S. if you need to. Program in the embassy's phone number, your tour operator's numbers. But seriously, don't bring your phone.
Interesting.
I went through Hong Kong International Airport with an umbrella badge, which is a bad thing there. I don't even think anybody noticed, so that was a bit of a... Next time I'll bring a really big t-shirt with a umbrella.
And don't bring a Winnie the Pooh shirt.
No.
Yes, exactly, Owen. You're gonna have to bail me out of China since I'm your ESTA sponsor.
Yeah. It'd be a black mark against you then, Owen, as well. And everything that's going on at the moment, I'm
Park on your phone.
With everything that's going on here at the moment, I'm certainly glad that I got citizenship sorted out for the family. Not that that means anything at the moment. I know, right?
Nah, you're good. My wife was actually worried about that, whether she could get stopped at the airport because she's naturalized as well. I was like, baby, you have an official passport. You're good.
Well, there was a guy in Alabama with a Spanish name. He got locked up for 3 days on deporting orders before they found out that he was a citizen.
That's probably because he had tattoos. Everybody who has tattoos is suspicious.
I don't have tattoos, so I should be good.
Well, at least you don't have tattoos they would see at first glance.
How do you know?
That's why I don't travel in a Speedo. I don't want them to see my inner thigh tattoos.
Actually, people here in Europe going down south for a week of sun, they will travel in their Speedos, so be prepared.
Nice. Well, you know those Dutch people, they only speak English. And a made-up language that no one else understands.
So besides English, Holly, I can get by in a couple of other languages. That's French and Indonesian. And I find myself starting to say a sentence in Indonesian and then halfway through I'll switch to French or vice versa. Because brain not working properly.
My Brazilian, Portuguese, and French do that all the time.
Dutch doesn't exist, it's just a German dialect, but don't tell them.
I've got my Spanish down. Or no, not Spanish. Chinese. Bing chiling shishia. Ice cream, please.
No idea what you just...
Ice cream, please.
Nice. Yeah, that's why you survive a couple of years.
Did you get the tones right, though? Or did you ask for a hammer to the head?
So I hadn't been over here very long, and I'd gone to LaGrange in Georgia with a friend, with my team leader at the time, to do some work. And the first evening that we got there, we did our day of work and went to a restaurant in the town that we were staying in. And just the two of us sat there. Waitress comes over, takes the order from my team leader, and then she turns to me. I tell her what I want, and the pen did not move on the piece of paper. She just turned and faced my team leader as if to say, "Could you translate for me, please?" Well, she couldn't understand a word I was saying.
Did you see 2 weeks ago there was a Scottish MP asking a question in Parliament? That was funny. I mean, he was quite easy to understand, but one of the Tories I think he just decided he couldn't understand it.
He's like motioning for the translator.
Yeah, I don't know. It gives a problem in the Parliament if you don't understand the questions.
Yeah. Or you don't want to answer him. One of the two.
Yeah.
Look, I speak perfectly good English, and I don't understand any of Trump's decisions or communications.
No comment.
And my comprehension is high as well.
No comment.
I'm just back from Norway, and Norwegian and Danish is actually more or less the same language, but to keep it easy, we just speak English to each other.
Don't worry, Ian, when I'm in China, I will say, I love China. I comprehend and agree with all of their decisions.
That's actually part of the class that your son will get. Just saying that over and over and over and over and over and over. About how wonderful Xi is.
While they're waterboarding him?
Yeah. Hey, those Uyghurs deserve to be treated that way, okay? Not that they're being treated poorly, they've asked for that behavior and that treatment.
Oh, what?
This is social capital development.
I saw some YouTube videos of Jiang Zemin. I think he was the leader of China in the 90s or something. And he spoke exceptionally good English. And he also liked to be to dare out the journalists. That was actually quite fun to watch. I mean, I wouldn't call him democratic, but he was at least willing to go into a serious conversation.
You aren't ignorant, Ollie. You're at least trying, rather than just saying things very loudly and slowly in English, in the hope that they'll understand. You're at least trying.
Hey, exactly. And worst case scenario now, you can just buy some AirPod 2s, and on your iPhone, if you have that, or I think Android's got something like that with Google that'll do live direct translation.
Yeah. Well, I've got a meeting in 11 minutes, so about 5 minutes or so I'll have to pull the stream down. But I'll leave it as late as I can.
You don't want to stream your meeting?
No.
That's because what happens is Andy gets on a meeting and turns into a tyrant, so we think of him as a nice guy. He gets on the meeting and is like, "You idiots!"
I was in a meeting a few weeks ago. I'm a solution architect for the stuff that we do, or one of them. And there was another guy on there. First time he'd been on representing electrical engineering, and he was basically countering everything that I was saying. And I got a bit tired of this. So in the end I said, well, I guess there's no point me being on this call then. And
No, see, the correct response to that, Andy, would have been, hey, you know, your contributions would be great today if they didn't all suck and you weren't stupid. Other than that, fantastic job.
or I could have said, well, I'll keep his name out of this. Well, John, that wasn't his name. I could agree with you. I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the British will tell you that's an interesting idea, and that means exactly what Ian just said, but most non-British doesn't know that.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Andy was wearing the shirt that said, if at first you don't succeed, try doing what Andy told you to do the first time.
No, I think you need to. You're in the U.S. now, Andy. You got to be a little more biting with it. Can't be so British.
So I started getting a load of phone calls.
Neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to you.
That's great.
I'm using that one, Owen.
Yeah.
I've been getting a load of phone calls recently for somebody else who's either mistakenly provided my number or someone wrote it down wrong and added me to a list. What was it, you?
Plead the fifth.
I got a bit frustrated at all of these calls. So in the end, one guy calls me and he introduces himself. So they were all looking for this guy called David Nelson. So I answered the call. I said, hello. He said, hi, David, this is Alex. So I said, wow, Alex. I said, how lucky am I? I've been trying to reach you to talk about your car's extended warranty. He just didn't know what to say.
There's someone with the exact same first and last name as me in the Army who's a significantly different rank. And occasionally I'll get emails for that person. Normally I just ignore them. But after a while, I was getting a bunch of them from one of his supervisors. And so I politely responded, hey, you got the wrong email. You need to check who you're sending it to. I was like, hey, yeah, sorry, but you got the wrong email. I won't be at your formation. You got to check who you're sending it to. And the person who got it didn't read my full email. They just saw I'm not going to be at your formation. And didn't read the whole thing. And sent me off a fiery little email about how I would be there, who did I think I was, and that I would show them the proper respect and authority to their authority. And this person was significantly lower ranked than me. So I called that person's boss.
They're no longer employed?
No, they are, but I got a polite email apologizing in return. Because when I called that person's boss, he was also significantly lower ranked than me, and I yelled at them. And I asked him how he wasn't training his people with attention to detail, and how I found it very interesting that he was letting his non-commissioned officers send these kind of emails to senior officers. And that if he wanted a future in the Army, he needed to learn how to run his command. It got fixed. I was like, here I am trying to be nice.
All right, everybody, I'm going to have to pull the stream down now. Get ready for this meeting I've got coming up. Holly,
Yeah,
Owen,
me too. I got to get to work.
Katie, everybody else that's out there. Thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. I've got about 20 minutes left to do on the TT bike to max that out now. So I might ride a little bit longer while this meeting goes on, but we'll see. So I'll be back with the WTRL team time trial lunchtime tomorrow, my time. So until then, take care. Have yourselves.
See you, Andy.
A great Wednesday.
I've been dead in water.
We're not down yet, Holly. Who should I raid?
Picking up the parts of
Let me see if there's anybody else out there.
didn't get to solve it.
Here's Ian.
This time, how am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Alright, we've got someone to raid. Been on our chat before. Get through his ad to make sure he's on Swift. Yes, he is. Alright, raid incoming.